Goodness gracious. Whew. How y'all doing today? Oh shit. Let me yeah, let me do this. Yeah. Okay, so today we got the Black Chat LND Season 5 Episode 8. I can't stand a man who earns less. Okay. So we're gonna react to this video. It's really long, but I'm probably gonna skip through and get to the best parts. Probably watch from the beginning though. This is reality TV. But, you gotta do some shit too. What the hell?
What y'all saying? Y'all play with me?
What happened to this shit?
Okay. My wife makes 3 times more than I do a month. You think I'm embarrassed? You think I'm hurt? Not being the breadwinner? Not one bit. I do the dishes like a good little husband I am. Thoughts?
I'm so sorry.
Why does he have to call himself little? Why does he have to call himself little because he's doing the dishes? Like, that's already the problem. He already sees himself as less because he's taking care of the home. You're not. You're just a teammate.
Is it him or is it society though?
See, at the end of the day, I actually don't mind making more money than my man, but I don't think his ego can handle it.
Stop the cap. See, I'm gonna give a little secret out right now. So it's not that his ego can handle it. His ego, it might not be able to handle it. You never know. You know what I mean? In her situations that she's been in, you know what I mean, in real life or on this TV show, maybe his ego couldn't handle it, you know. But as as you know, I had a conversation, you know, with two of my friends, and I remember asking one of my friends a question. So if your man makes more money than you, oh sorry, would you want your man to make more money than you or less money than you? And she said, I can make more. I wouldn't care if he made less. You know what I mean? I asked her, are you really sure? And she's like, you know, it would be nice if you made more. You know what I mean? Then after she's like, I wanted to make more. So basically what she's saying right here about ego, it's not about ego. It's that she really does deep down inside want her man to make more money than her. But obviously, you know what I mean, if he isn't, there's a clock. You know, young men, this is a channel for encouragement and definitely for young men. If you make less money than her, there's nothing wrong with that, because there's a lot of girls out there who actually do allow it. You know what I mean? A couple of girls or whatever, you know what I mean? Those are exceptions to the rule. But for her, there's a clock. Because she's trying, you know what I mean? She would deep down inside want someone superior. You know what I mean? Not always the case, but
Because if I say I don't want to hear too much bass in your voice in the household, otherwise I'll withdraw your pocket money. No fully functioning man is gonna like that.
and see that, yo, you see that? Talking about, I don't want to hear all that bass in the household. Let me draw your pocket. You see what she's saying? She's saying that because, remember, she makes more money. Since she makes more money, in this case only, she makes more money, so she's just, belittling the man. And then she's saying, oh, his ego can't handle it. His ego is getting destroyed. Anyways, I'm just gonna play this out.
Double standard. And society has done that to us. So That's the reason why I don't think it's going to work completely. Obviously, society is making him feel that way. They're making him feel like he is less of a man because he's not taking on the stereotypical gender role of a man. But those gender roles are actually very toxic, and we're not in that age anymore.
Okay, so let me... One second, Baba.
No, you said something before we go crazy. Let me just get this out there. Basically, with all these things in a relationship, there's other parts of the relationship in addition to money that needs to be looked after. The home is one of it. So if my partner is looking after the money, then that means I take on whatever needs to be looked after. Now, society and all of that stuff, it is toxic. It has been embedded in us. But at the same time, to work as a collective, you have to do what needs to be done.
However, one thing is that, from what I've heard from what was said, she's earning 3 times more. My man is like, he's not striving for more, he's happy to stay at home. That's the issue. You're gonna try to say like, he can stay at home, he can do his dishwashing, hoover, make her bed and everything. However, like, you have to keep on elevating till girls elevating 3 times more. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot of money.
Okay, but with that being said...
If he's not working, he's a bitch. Or if he's helping out with the house.
But see, let me tell y'all something. If the guy, see, the thing is, if the guy is earning 3 times more than the girl, I guarantee there will be no problems in the relationship. You know why? Because men are naturally built to provide. So me, it's just like this. Every guy who's been in a relationship, y'all all know, or any relationship you have ever seen, you know that when you go out for dates, the guy's paying. Oh, I need my hair done, the guy's paying. I need my nails. Oh, the guy's paying. Or they're going on a trip, the guy's just paying. And remember, men, even myself, being in that role, being just in that, like, in that section, when I was doing those things, I didn't feel no type of way. We're like, alright, cool. But see, when you put the female in that position, that's the reason why. So when she said gender roles does not matter, that's like 1950s. No, see, the problem is it's biological, and see that's what gets messed up, because as she was in that role of being the more being basically the breadwinner in the relationship, the more dominant one, or whatever you want to call it, all of a sudden she's having problems because her mind cannot handle that. Because in her case, just like how girls want a guy who's 6 foot, making $100,000, you know what I mean? Not every single girl, but you know what I mean? Girls would like that, right? So they like someone who's more superior, and it's not saying, and then after, all the girls gonna be like, oh my goodness, how could you say that? What do you mean superior? Like, it's biological. It's already in the girl. It's in her to look for the best man, the security. You know what I mean? Why do you think girls like men who are taller than them? For dominance. Men are supposed to be dominant, and girls react well to dominant. This is how it is. But anyways.
Work. He's not a bitch.
Okay, can we not call people bitches? Yeah. Can we not do that?
He is a bitch, and in the bedroom, that's what she calls him.
But we don't know this. We don't know the dynamic. We don't know anything. We don't.
He is a bitch. He's a bitch. And let me tell you something, guys. He bending over for his woman on the kitchen counter and getting fucked in his asshole, because there is no way that he can be a man earning less money.
Those are some big ass titties.
I believe in gender roles, and I do believe some genders have a role. It comes from my culture and my religion as well. Personally, alhamdulillah. Personally, I couldn't be with a person who's staying at home and doing nothing and just cleaning and cooking. I'm sorry, I'll cheat on you.
But we don't know.
Ezra is like, you're calling my man a bitch because, like, he's happy that his wife's making more than money. He knows that he's not the breadwinner in the family. Like, this 21st century, like, the man doesn't have to be the breadwinner all the time. So he knows his role, he knows what he needs to do. But good little husband, man. Like, bro, like, come on, big yourself up. You
know, I had a conversation with my grandfather about this too. You know, my grandfather told me, you know, He's like, I wouldn't have a problem with my girl making more money than me and stuff like that. Da, da, da. Obviously, in his situation, my grandmother is obviously, she was a stay-at-home wife and he was just a breadwinner. It is what it is. They, they're boomers. They're back and born in the, they 80s babies, etc., etc. But he told me he would have no problem, right? Because it's about the person. And that is true, you know what I mean? That is true. That's the one thing that I say is true. It is about the person. To find that person, find a person based on their heart, not, materialistic things and how they're looking at you for money. But, just with that, the breadwinner situation, it's just in a lot of girls to say, hey, I need to find that, that person who is, just making more money and et cetera, et cetera. And it's just like, it's a society, now it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just been like that for years, right? So it's kind of like, that's how it is. It's one of those things, that's how it is. And also, it's as I said before, the 3 times. If a man's making 3 times more, if I'm making 3 times more than my woman, it's like, I'm not gonna go crazy, you know what I mean? Do this. Nah. But see how in a situation when she gave her example of this guy's story, she was like, if I strip your pockets, if I tell you lower your base and not, like, see, that's the reason why we can't be in the same positions. You know what I mean? Because we're in the same positions. If I'm in a position of a woman and the woman's in a position of a man, we start to go wild out and act crazy because that's not where we're supposed to be. If you're a man, you're supposed to be in the man section. If you're a woman, you're supposed to be in the woman section. That's how it is. 2-gender gang.
Looking after the kids and that.
No, that we don't know that he's doing nothing. We don't know that he's doing nothing. Let me talk. Go on. Imagine.
Does your religion condone cheating though?
No, but I'm not religious. I'm not religious.
You talk about you care about.
No. Ezzo. Oh, girl. I was feeling you, but then I lost you. Like, I don't feel like I asked you, are you religious? And you're saying no. I'm a bit confused. I personally don't feel like there should be designated gender roles. I understand if it's a part of your culture and your beliefs, I do hear that, but I just feel like it should be 50-50. We should both be playing a part, and that's what's gonna make it last, when both people are playing a part and both people are putting in the same amount of effort.
It's not about cheating.
It's not about cheating. You said what?
But you can't pick and choose.
You guys, one person.
I don't blame him because his job is to wash dishes. Like, why would you want to fuck?
No, but that's not his job, though. Wait, stop it. Like, my man said, when you're in a relationship, you have to understand, there's a whole lot of things, and I was saying this earlier before, that in our generation, we want the nice stuff in a relationship, but no one is prepared to put the work in. You've got to put the work in. If my wife is earning 3 times more than me, think about it, if I'm earning 60k, she's earning 3 times more. 60k is still good money. 60k.
You're being nice. It could have been 20.
Wait, all of a sudden we just
You're being
fall
generous. You're being generous. You assumed, for your ego, you said 60, but we don't know what it is. It could be 20. It could be 20. Okay, and that's not okay.
No. The point I'm trying to make is this year. That there is more to relationship here than finance. Okay. No. You can disagree. I'm not gonna.
A man is his money.
I'm not gonna dispute that. But let me tell you this now. At the end of the day, that's why some women, some women will accept.
A man is his money. Did I lie?
Some women will accept it.
But the thing is she lying though? Because it's very sad on the Fresh and Fit podcast. Shout out to them. Kevin, Samuel, all the people, you know what I mean? And every, male, Donovan Sharp, all these guys say, hey, men, young men, we must create, you know what I mean? A young woman, they are born, you know what I mean? So we must create our value, right? So at the end of the day, is a man his money? Not fully his money, but hey, it's a big part of who the man is. Like the first thing you look at a guy, you're like, oh, You know, let's say you see a guy walking down the street. Oh, what does he do? How much money he make? You know what I mean? That's what people are thinking off rip most of the time. You know what I mean? Not all the time, but most of the time. And is a man fully his money? Not fully his money, you know, it depends on his character and stuff like that too. What I'm saying is the money is probably the top. If there's three things, if there's like, let's say there's three things, the number one thing will be how much money he's making. That's what they want to know. What does he do? How much money he's making? His job title, his money. That's so. She's not wrong in that sense.
To be cheated on you and to be treated like trash, oh, but it looks after me, it spends money on me, it does that. That's not what relationship is.
Okay, so women are judged on their beauty and their aesthetics, but men are judged on their pocket and how much money he has. So if a man is not a breadwinner and he's not taking care of his family, I'm questioning his manhood. What's going on?
What is HelloFresh? HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service. I go online and choose all the recipes that I want to cook for the next week. 2, 3, 4, vegetarian, meat.
You know what? Ikra is just more bold with it. But she's speaking facts. A man is his money. Without money, if you are a man and you've got a dick, then you're worthless. Okay? You are worthless. If your bank account is very small.
Alright, this will be the end of the video. You know what I mean? I'm gonna speak on what she just said right here. I'm gonna speak on what she just said right here. Then I'm in the video. Then y'all can go check this out because this is a 37-minute video. This is a long video. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it too long. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, me pausing this is making it even longer. So definitely, I might come back and make another reaction on the rest of the part. Cause I've never seen the video, and when I'm seeing the video the first time, I'm like, man, this is crazy. So she's saying a man without money is worthless. And see, this is a time where I have to disagree. Saying a man who just has a dick, who's just standing there. Let's say he has some clothes. Let's say he has some clothes on, regular jeans, regular shoes, regular t-shirt, and telling me he's just worthless without money. And see, this is the new age we're in right now. Because, you know, if someone comes to take her purse and she sees that same man standing, a full grown man, not a little boy, full grown man without money, she's like, oh, he's worthless. When she's like, help me, screaming for help, he's gonna be like, well, you know what he'll say? He will say, well, I'm worthless, I can't help you. Although he's worthless now, right? But see, people don't really think deep down. Like, a man, yes, it is his money, but at the same time is, you can't just base a man just cause, yo, he's just straight his money. That's wrong. To me, that's wrong. Like, he's more than that. He's still a human being on the earth. Still someone who has character. He's still someone who has worth in his life. He's still someone, you know what I mean? He's a human being. He has the same rights as all of us. He has rights. You know what I mean? Still a person, like. And the thing is, this is why we're in the materialistic age of living. You know what I mean? Not just with women only, with certain kind of women. This is not all women. This is only certain kinds of women. Only certain kinds of women. Not all women are thinking like this. Only certain kind of women are thinking like this. And also, certain type of, you know what I mean, men as well probably think like this too. It's just we're in this materialistic age. And we're in this age, if you don't got money, you ain't doing nothing in your life. You're just there. You can't, like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, there's men out there. There's men and women out there. Well, since we're talking about men, there's men out there who probably earn, you know what I mean? Probably work at a local Walmart. Very peaceful, very chill. You know what I mean? Maybe have their one bedroom, have their little kitchen, and they're at peace. And there's people who are making millions right now, crying, stressed, you know what I mean, suiciding, all that type of stuff. And it's like, money money is not going to make a man have more worth, or having no money is gonna make him worthless. Like, cause that's like, obviously this message right here could be discouraging to you know what I mean, a good group of men. Be like, I ain't got no money, I'm worthless. You're not worthless, man. You know what I mean? It takes time to build up, takes time to build yourself and create your value, but you will do it over time. Just work at your own pace and just be on your purpose. Have a good work ethic, be disciplined, and you'll get there. But we can't keep, you know what I mean? You can't base everything off of money. You know what I mean? Because people have money, but they don't have integrity. People have money, but then their character is just messed up. People have money, then they're doing all types of evil. You know what I mean? So who you are inside mentally, that matters. That matters, right? A big part of it. Because at the end of the day, if you are an asshole and then you get money, you're just an asshole with money. If you're a good person with money, then you're a good person with money. You know what I mean? So I disagree completely with what she's saying about if you don't have money, you're worthless. And it is true. A man is his, a part of the man is his money. Not the man is his money. Like, because there's men who have money who are not men of integrity, men of have character, men of, you know what I mean, value, just have money. Like, you know what I mean? Doesn't know. So I disagree with that. But anyways, this is the Black Chat LND. You know what I mean? You guys should search this up, watch this. It's very entertaining. Y'all should go watch this, you know what I mean? The black community, hey, we gotta switch it up a little bit with our standards and things like that. But remember, not all women are like this. Only certain kinds of women think this way. You know what I mean? Only certain kinds of women think this way. There is truth to what they are saying, but it is not fully true. Right? So, anyways, it's your boy JPN. Hope y'all like this video. Hope y'all like this reaction video. I'm definitely going to be reacting to a lot more of these black chats, you know what I mean? Because I am a black man. You know what I mean? We out.